myself up again. Heaven knows where I've been, but I'm not listening. There must be a better way. There must be a way to change. Forefathers are scared to say. So this is all or nothing. I've been listening to a lot of Dirty Vegas lately, and I don't know that those are the words, but it's stuck in my head. Anyways, hi. I enabled monetization on this video because I'm an asshole. Remember, I'm an asshole. She's an asshole. And I live up to it. Oh, hi, Happy Ending. You guys need to know that me and Happy Ending have a very special relationship. Hi, Angie. Good morning. 24 calories, girl. We can do better than that. Okay? 24 calories is basically sniffing an Oreo. I don't even pay attention to how many calories I burn, though. And I need to start paying attention to how many I'm consuming because, dude, I am getting fat. Hey, Fire. So, my mom, oh, by the way, I want to tell you guys there's a few things going on. One, my mom just bought me a new scale so I can check my BMI. Two, I just visited with my mom. There's a rumor going around that I have a bad relationship with my mom, spread by a bitter person. Me and my mom get along really well. I'm very close to my mom. So that's a lie. But anyways, I was just visiting with her and she has a scale that shows BMI and stuff. So she bought me one and I will now be sharing that info with you guys. Because I'm into fitness, I'm going to be talking more about what all those numbers mean. The muscle mass, skeletal mass, water weight, all that stuff. We're going to go over that together. I got screenshots of my body mass today, which I will be sharing publicly because this is a journey that I want to take you guys with me on. So nothing is off the table when it comes to fitness info, including my BMI and all that stuff. But wait, there's more. Let me get up this hill. I hope you're having a good day, Happy Ending. Happy Ending is my special little friend. No, it's not my birthday. Your BMI is 16? Really? It's not good for your height. Well, how tall are you, Happy Ending? Because 16 is pretty low. Hi, Seth. Seth Sarah. Hi, Axe. Axe, you have a lot of shit to say about me. Hello, I'm from IP2. I'm going to roleplay as a simp. Axe, I get this feeling that you don't like me. That's okay, though. I can't make all the people happy all the time, and that's okay. Love me or hate me or to put up with me. I'm just glad you're here. 5'11". Happy birthday. Do you want to blow out a candle? Haven't heard IP2 in a long time. Zed's dead. Hello, Zed's dead. I've heard your name, but I don't know you. I'm not in the IP2 community myself, although I know people from there. I hope everyone is doing good. I'm your fan. Take it easy. Axe, I've seen what you say about me. I'm not impervious to your actions and your comments and your posts. I see that. I know what you're trying to do. Peace. All right, Happy Ending. Peace be with you, my sexy friend. Okay, let's go. I am out of shape. I'm not going to lie. And this is the only cardio I do. When I go to the gym, I just do weight training. And then I use the spa services. I do the red light therapy, which is good for your skin. It's good for stretch marks, wrinkles, collagen production, all that good stuff. Aw, so good to hear you too, babe. And what was I saying? So I use the red light therapy machine thing. It's like, as you stand up in it, it's kind of like a tanning booth, but the lights are not to tan you. They are to help your skin. It's healthy, it's good for you, it's not harmful. Unlike tanning beds. And then I use the hydrotherapy massage bed because it just feels good. When I get to the picture tree, I'll show you what I'm wearing. And then after I walk my dogs, I'm gonna go to the gym. Hi, Mary. It's as smooth as a glass of milk. Ugh, milk. I don't do well with milk. I switched from cow milk to oat milk, and life has been better because I drink a lot of milk, a lot of oat milk. I use it as the base liquid for my shakes because I take protein shakes. I take creatine. I mix it with protein, creatine, collagen, and mushroom. Hey, Vcash. So yeah, I'm gonna post my results of my BMI today, and then I wish I would have started that when I first started this journey because of how much fat I lost. But we're gonna start from here on out and see if we can't get my muscle mass higher. That's the goal. It's always good to have a goal. This is the picture tree. Yeah, so I personally think oat milk is the best of the milk. I don't really care for almond, and soy is really not good for you. And I don't mind oat milk at all, and I don't have any issues with it. All right. I'm gonna leave my shirt on. If I end up taking a picture for Instagram at the gym, I'll probably take it off. But it's kind of, I don't know. I'm comfortable. I don't feel like taking everything off. All right. This is me. Oh, I'll show you my tattoo if you've never seen it. I have this tattoo right here. You see it? It's a wolf howling at my boob. And here's my belly. And also, when I get old and my boobs are down to here, I'm gonna have to lift them so you can see that. Anyways, let's go walk. I have 5 tattoos. Do you guys have tattoos? I want to get more, honestly, but they're expensive, and I have other things I want to spend money on, so it might not happen here. We have a lot of animal wildlife. This is a deer track right here, going that way. Thanks. I wanted to show my tattoo, honestly. I haven't shown it in a while. Nobody ever gets to see it except for me and Gary. And if you're new here, I like to tell everyone so you don't get like the wrong idea. I am married. My channel is mostly about unboxing stuff, fitness stuff, and sometimes animal stuff. That's pretty much it. And drama stuff. Drama follows me wherever I go. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, well, then you know all this. You have 4 tats, and I wonder how they're gonna look when I get older. Oh, I didn't know that, Vcash, or if I did, I don't remember. What are they of, and where are they? I have a video on my channel that's a tattoo tour, but I only have 5, so it's really short. What'd you find, Shadow? Oh, shit. She found something. What is it? Shadow is a female English Mastiff. She's 3 years old. She's in the prime of her life. She got a little chunky over the winter because we don't walk in the winter, unfortunately. What is it? Another dead body? You have a nice voice. Thanks. I stopped because, yeah, tats are effing expensive. Yeah. And then, so if the tattoo artist is well-renowned, If they have awards, if they've been on Ink Master, they can charge whatever they want. I got this tattoo from a guy that was on Ink Master, and I paid way too much for it. But I love it, and there's a reason I got those tattoos, so it was worth every penny. But I would like to get my forearms completely done at some point in my life, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But I am grateful for the ones I did get, you know. What a keeper, a sweet wifey, a treasure. Are you being facetious, Axe? Are you being a little sarcastic right now? I feel like maybe you are. And then we've got this little guy, and he is a badly bred chihuahua, and he is 7. And my dog, people know my dogs more than they know me. They are more famous the way it should be. Like, they should be the stars. I'm being generous. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'm not bad. I have a reputation that precedes me, but I'm not that bad. I'm so much worse online than in real life, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm not in a negative mood. Well, I don't know what to think of you, sir, ma'am. I don't even know if I think you're a dude. Pretty sure you're a dude. But I don't like to presume because I've been wrong before. I have a really wonky tattoo as well. I have this one. There's a reason for the way they look, though. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey! Who likes orange soda? I like orange soda. If you know, you know. I'm not a trans. I am not judging. I don't care what you have between your legs. It's what comes out of your posts that matters to me. Are you nice or are you mean? Are you an asshole or not? Personally, I'm an asshole. No, you don't like orange soda. What? Nancy. I actually kind of do like orange soda. Did you guys know that Crush, when you think of orange soda, you think of caffeine free, or at least I did, but Crush has caffeine in it, which is crazy to me. Most orange soda doesn't. Or as we like to call it here in Pennsylvania, pop. Well, that orange soda thing was from Keenan and Kel. Like, I think it was in Good Burger. I don't remember. It's very 90s, early 2000s, something like that. Oh no. Hello, Alvaro. Have you come to be belligerent again? We cannot panel. This is YouTube Live. If you're here for panel whoring, this is not the place. Get out. Get out of what? Get out. Okay. Someone asked me where I'm going. I'm walking my dogs. We're just gonna do a loop and go home. This is more for their benefit, but it's good for me too. It's good to get fresh air, cardio, and sunshine always. It really helps your mood. Tiff, I sent you a screenshot of my scale. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you. Well, I'm going to post it publicly, but I can send it to you too, Angie. I have all my numbers. Guys, I also got a gimbal. Donald has been telling me about these things. I got one. It just came yesterday. I haven't set it up yet, but hopefully next dog walk, the picture won't be so it'll be more stable. So I get it out of the box and set it up. I'm excited for that because I know how shitty it can be watching someone walk. Like, it's hard to watch. Hi, Mike. Good morning. Nope. It looks like my park in the fall in summer. Don't gamble. I don't gamble. It's called Gimbal. It's I don't know if it's a brand or if it's the type of product. You put your phone on it when you're recording. It's like a selfie stick, but it keeps the picture stable. So it's not it doesn't do this, right? It stays real stable. So I thought I would get one for these dog walks because I do these semi-regularly. Angie, that's okay. We can just look at it together privately, and maybe we can get into like some kind of competition or something. Like, we need something to make it fun so that you have a motivation, because I love motivating people. I used to motivate a friend of mine. Didn't end well, but I really tried my best. And I do like having a buddy to like commiserate with when it comes to workouts and stuff. The gimbal is a game changer, makes everything look professional. Now I know what you mean. Okay, cool. All right, Angie, have a good day. Can and Alvaro just watch on peace? I guess. I don't know, Alvaro, if you're still here or not, but you've pretty much publicly stated that you hate me. So I often wonder what your motivation is to come here. Other than, I guess, hate watch. I don't know. Jen J. Who are you, Jen J? Don't call my friend a slave. That's not nice. Oh, my dog has diarrhea. Well, not diarrhea, but like loose poop. I'm not going to show you, but I do want to go. I want to look at it. Yeah, I'm that weirdo that looks at their dog shit. Your shit can tell you a lot about your health, though. What's going on with you, Shadow? It's not diarrhea, but it's definitely loose and a weird color. There's nothing weird in it, though. I don't see any... Oh, it stinks. I don't see any worms. I don't see anything that she swallowed that she shouldn't have. Okay. And there's not a lot of mucus and there's no blood. You know, you want to look at these things when you have animals so you could take care of them properly. And poop is actually a really good indication of health, even for people. Go back to Zaya. Oh, is Jen J from the IRL IP2 community? That don't mean I don't enjoy watching. Give me some Takis. Oh, Takis. Hi, Ty. Jen J, wow, toxic. Yeah, let's not be racist, especially considering Angie's a good friend of mine. Let's be nice. I don't want to kick you from my channel, but like, it's a warning, I guess. No racism here, please. Thank you. If you want to attack people based on their personality, that's fine. But please don't attack people based on their culture or their skin color or whatever, you know? Give me a good reason to attack somebody. What does IP2 stand for? So there was an in real life streamer named Ice Poseidon, and I think his streams are still up. And he basically filmed everything he did. IP2 is like an offshoot of that. But I'm not really familiar very much. I know a little bit about the community. Oh, look at this. This is definitely mine. This is from a bark box or something. Shadow, my mastiff, she tends to bring shit and then leave it in the woods. So, whatever. Hey, Pagan Runt. Hey, bud. If this chat were a film genre, it would be a period drama. Why would it be a period drama? What period are we living in? I'll continue saying whatever the fuck I want. You can kick someone. Yeah, I know. I thought it's a free country. It is a free country, but this channel, it doesn't mean you can be racially offensive to people. This is my channel, and I run it the way I want to run it. I hate it when Angie gets attacked. Dude, you have no idea, bud. I am constantly watching Angie's back. And it's because she gets attacked for being black. Literally, that's it. The fact that she's black, she gets attacked. And I think that's so stupid. Hello, Eunice. Period menstrual. Oh, shit. A period. I don't have my period right now. Is that TMI? I don't know. I'm just always a bitch, Pagan Runt. Angie, welcome back. I like people being racist from all race. We're all the human race, right? So, I mean, we are all human. If I skin you guys, you all look the same on the inside. So think about it. Of course, if I skin you guys, you're all going to be dead and it won't matter anymore either. Tiffany, no joke, was that it's a bunch of women being catty. No, the joke was that it's a bunch of women. Oh, am I being catty right now? I was trying to talk about fitness and not have my friends being attacked. Is that catty? I don't know. I don't think it is. What is that? I kind of want to go look, and I kind of don't, because I don't want to get like, there's something up there, but there's like a bunch of like thorns and shit. I forget it. Yeah, I think Angie's a really cool person too. She doesn't attack anybody. She only is defensive when people attack her. I've never seen her go out of her way to attack people. It's windy in Texas. Yeah, we've been getting some strong winds too. Your voice is getting deep. It's from all the steroids. Yes, let's start that rumor. The elites doesn't want people from different cultures to coexist. You think? I mean, it makes sense. Divide and conquer, right? Because if everybody worked together, we could take down the few that are in charge. So they don't want that. But we can never get along. We can never work together. I mean, look at just the country of the United States itself. We can't even get along in our own country, let alone other countries. I attack Angie because she ignores. That's a terrible reason to attack someone. Angie has attacked me multiple times. For what? Was there a reason? I'm sure there was. I loved your video, Bud. Now I can do sign language. Yeah, Bud, I liked your video, but I couldn't comment on it. But that's a very cool video. I've known sign language, like the alphabet, for a while, but my brain kind of forgot certain letters, or they got a couple letters mixed up, so that was a nice refresher. So thank you. Good rumor. Sure, run with it. I don't take steroids. I do take creatine, but anyone can take creatine. Creatine is proven safe and effective. It's not going to put muscle on you, but if you're doing the work, it will help you, basically. If you are working out, the two things that I would recommend would be creatine and protein. Not too much protein, just enough. You need enough protein to build muscle mass. And me personally, I don't get that in my regular diet, so I have to supplement. No, I don't know why it wouldn't let me comment. It let me like, but it wouldn't let me comment. I don't know if my internet was acting up, but I did like it. For whatever reason, it just wouldn't let me. BSL is different to ASL. Oh, really? I wonder why. You think it would be like universal. Well, I guess it couldn't, because certain countries don't have the same alphabet. But in English-speaking countries, it should be, I think. That's cool, bud. I'll definitely be watching. Good morning, Terry. I guess, well, for you, it's still morning. And for me, it's afternoon. Hey, Brian. How's it going on the island? I have a couple videos I filmed that I never posted. I need to edit them and post them. I've just been lazy. Basically, I recorded them because I wanted to use what was in the boxes. I just never posted them. And I alienated a lot of the audience that watched those videos. So they don't get a lot of views like they typically did. But that's okay. I still enjoy it. It is my hobby. And I will continue doing it as I feel fit. I canceled my Miss Muscle box though because I didn't need any more clothing items. I wanted more protein snacks. That box wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be. I also canceled BarkBox because my dogs have lately been taking their toys outside without me knowing about it, and then they get ruined. So instead of getting toys all the time, I'm gonna buy them as I need them. You worked at the Royal School for Deaf Children for 5 years in the UK. That's awesome, dude. So you know sign language. Oh, Jason, I'm so glad you're here because I wanted to tell you something. Okay, Jason, are you listening? I got the sour apple warhead flavor of Ghost. Oh my God. Oh, you were so right. You were so right. That is the tastiest freaking energy drink I have ever had, ever. The pink lemonade from Ghost is good, but the sour apple warhead, you're right. Like I bow down to your rightness. I'm going to keep ordering that. I had one today the first time and I was like, wow. And it has no sugar and it's that good. Like, that's crazy. It has like 10 calories a can. Not that I'm promoting the use of energy drinks because they're really not good for you, but I am unfortunately racing my way to a heart attack. And so be it. At least I get shit done. If you weigh 180 pounds, you want to eat 180 grams. Jen J, that's close. I basically go a gram per pound too. I think they say it's like almost a gram, like 0.7 to 0.9, but I'm not that technical, so I'll agree with you there. A gram per pound daily. Now, I don't just sit around and eat steak and shit all day long every day, so like I need that supplementation. I still don't think I'm getting enough because I only drink one protein drink a day. That's cool, Pagan Runt. That is an awesome skill to have. I wish I could just like download that into my brain and know it. Yes, Jason, I'm so glad you told me about it because I'm going to continue drinking that, I think. That's going to be my go-to. Too poor to afford dog toys? No, it's just that they're wasteful. You would not believe how many dog toys are in these woods and in my yard, and nobody knew they were out there and they got rained on. Like, I don't know, man. I might get BarkBox again, but the thing is, they don't eat the treats too, so I would have to change it to just toys. Don't worry though, they get toys, trust me. They have toys. I can show you all the toys they have. They have brand new toys still. But yes, I'm a broke bitch. Let's be fair. Let's be real. Let's be honest. I'm a broke bitch. But that's not why I canceled that box. No, I didn't fart. Trust me, if I fart, I own my farts. Ask Randy. You know Randy. He's recorded my farts and put them to videos. I don't care. I'm not that worried about. In fact, I will burp on purpose. I am not a lady. That's cool, bud. I will definitely watch. Eat meat. I do eat meat, but you can't just eat meat all the time. I've been incorporating fish too. I bought these fish oil capsules for omega fatties, the 3s, you know, and I gotta find a different one or something because they make me burp up fish and it's nasty. And trust me, I like fish. I eat fish, but the fish oil things, I can't do it. I've been giving them to Gary. He doesn't seem to have an issue with that. So he can finish that bottle, and then I'm gonna try, I don't know, maybe krill oil. I don't know. I want omega fatties in my diet, but not if it makes me want to puke. Hey, Guitar J. It does need to be in use, Jen J, because people that are deaf need to use it to communicate. And even if they texted, it's like a culture thing. Like people that are deaf that know sign language, it's their whole culture. Language is culture. So we're not going to take that away from them. They have to, what happens if the zombies attack, right? And we have no internet or no electricity, then what? We can't text, and writing everything down is very time consuming. So I have to disagree with you on that. Arm day. I had arm day last night, Jason. Have a good arm day. Tonight, after this dog walk and I get off this live, it's going to be leg day. Like, during COVID, when every news station had people doing sign language, couldn't they have just put the transcript on screen? I mean, good point. Hello, Shadow and Titus. Oh, yeah, and Tiff. Doggo likes my dogs more than me. She doesn't like me as much as them, but that's okay. My dogs are pretty cool, and I'm kind of an asshole. She's an asshole. Who knows sign language but doesn't know how to read? I don't know. Yeah, like, I can't. If it's something that gives me a visceral reaction in a negative way, I'm not going to do it, right? So even if it's as healthy as anything else, if I can't work it into my routine, it's not going to happen. So I know that there is krill. I think there's also seaweed, but seaweed tastes like fish, and so does krill. But I'm on a mission to find one that my body will tolerate. It is so nice today. It's only 60, but for us people that are used to the cold coming out of it, it's so nice. The sun is shining. It's a little breezy. My fingers are just a tiny bit chilly, but it's good weather to work in. You don't get too hot. You're not cold. It's perfect. Shadow is a colorful Levi. Are they built the same though? I feel like Doggo Argentinos might be a little stockier and maybe not as tall, but to be fair, I've never met one in person. I've only ever like seen them on TV shows and stuff. No, it's a culture thing, and I think it should be necessary, is my point. I think if it's their culture, why would you want to take that away from them? It's the fastest way for them to communicate, not just with us, but with other deaf people. Why would two deaf people sit on the phone and text each other? Like, if they're right in front of each other and they know sign language. Agree to disagree, though, you know. Neither one of us are deaf, right? So what does it matter to us? I mean, I'm assuming you're not deaf, but I have a feeling you're not, Jen J. Yeah, bud, listen. If you have a blizzard, live stream it. Don't go and do stupid stuff. Don't be unsafe. But I love blizzards, and I would totally live stream one if I had one. They breed them for different purposes. Levi is probably as tall, but really muscular, so doesn't look as tall. Yeah, Shadow's a little flabby. I don't weight train her. Like, I know that there's things you can do to put muscle on them. But I'm also concerned about her joints, like the big breeds, like the giants. Like, I wouldn't weight pull her, you know? I wouldn't do shit like that with her. I could probably do more with her. I just don't. I'm lazy. Isn't that obvious? I plan on a live stream tomorrow afternoon, Tiff, going to dress warm and venture outside in the middle of the storm, as long as you can see your way back. Did you guys ever see that show? Probably not, but it's called Below Zero, Life Below Zero, or something. My God, I used to watch it all the time. Why can't I think of the name? But they showed people that lived in Alaska and how they lived their lives. And this one woman named Sue, she watched a tarmac, an airplane place where they would stop and get fuel, right? And she's at the most northern part of Alaska that you can live in. And she actually, even though the property has buildings everywhere, she has to put lines up between her property buildings so that when it's snowing really hard and there's a whiteout, she can hook onto the lines so she doesn't get lost, because she's the only one there. Like, I can't even imagine what that would be like. And the buildings that she lives in are like not that strong, and a bear came through one time through the wall and attacked her. And she laid there by herself for days before she could get help. I mean, that's some screwed up. So whenever I think of blizzards, I think of Sue. I doubt it'll be that bad where you live, bud. But just be careful is my I guess my point. But he can't keep up with me running anymore. He can't keep up with you? How old is he? Driving and listening to entertain me, Tiffany. What do you want me to do? You're driving, so you can't see. You have to just listen. Yeah, that show is crazy. They need planes to fly everything in. Yeah, and they need a place to get fuel, and that's what her job was. 1 to 3 inches of snow, winds gusting to 60 miles per hour. Wow, that's going to be some snow hitting you in the face. That's crazy to think you're getting snow when I'm here sitting in the sun. He's going to be 10. How long do they live? Are they considered a giant breed? I honestly don't know much about them. When Gary's home, does white stuff hit you? Oh, Randy, why though? Takis. So I have eaten the most hottest things in the world. I won't do it again though. I have gastrointestinal issues, but I have done it. And actually, Rusty took a screenshot from that video where I was in a lot of pain. It was so hot. I did the 1 chip challenge and I did the toe of Satan. And I'm a basic white bitch, okay? I don't come from a spicy eating community. So that night, when I had that chip, I was up until 5 in the morning because it burned like a motherfucker. And I had Pepto-Bismol. While I was dealing with that, when I did the Toe of Satan challenge, I had ice cream and I had some leftover tarantula because I did an eating challenge. So I just put it in my ice cream. I have a really weird channel. Like I used to do some weird shit here and now it's just all talking, but 10 is probably getting near his end, but he's still in good shape other than a questionable lump. I hate questionable lumps. Easter toes. Angie, what are you going to do? Are you going to do like pastels? Pepto doesn't work, only Tums. Oh, Tums wasn't going to touch that burn. Nope. That was some crazy hot Scoville units. So that's how they measure hotness when, like, was it capsaicin or I forget what it's called. The thing that creates that burning sensation when you eat something hot. So let me give you an example so you can kind of understand. So like a green pepper, a green bell pepper has like what, 0 Scoville units. It's not hot at all. Don't quote me, but I believe a ghost pepper has, I mean, you can double check, but I want to say a ghost pepper is like 100,000 units, Scoville units, something like that. The Carolina Reaper pepper, which is the hottest pepper in the world that I know of, is like 2 million Scoville units. So if that gives you kind of an idea of how hot they are. So the 1 chip challenge, it has Carolina Reaper pepper and ghost pepper in it. And I believe so did the Toe of Satan. Actually, I don't think the Toe of Satan had any Carolina Reaper in it. But it was also very hot. And because it's a lollipop, the challenge was you had to keep it in your mouth for so long. So the way I handled that, because I had already done the toe or the 1 chip challenge, and I knew if I swallowed it, Randy, go ahead and record this. I knew if I swallowed it, it wouldn't be good. So what I did for the lollipop was I kept it in my mouth and dealt with the burn. But instead of swallowing it, I just, so gross. I just salivaed all over myself and spit it on the floor and cleaned it up after the video. So I didn't have to swallow it and deal with that all night. So I did pass the challenge. I just found a loophole. I had a headache too, bud. But I think for me it was dehydration, but I woke up with one as well. There was a lady who put hot sauce on her crotch and told us how it burnt her Scoville. Yeah, no, I don't believe that. I can eat a habanero pepper fairly easy. Tiffany, you did the impossible. You managed to put me to sleep, but now I'm wide awake. Okay. Somebody died doing that one chip challenge. Really? Wow. I wonder what happened. Like, did it burn a hole in their intestines or stomach or something? Like, how would you die from that? Was it a heart attack? You should have stuck it in Gary's bottom. No, Randy, why do I even read what you say? Thank you for unblocking me on. Why do you keep telling me that? Are you asking me not to? Are you asking me to unblock you? Because I'm not going to. So I'm doing this thing now with my life where I'm cutting out all the toxic people. And I've cut out quite a few. And I will continue that for my own mental health and reasons. And you're one of them, Alvaro, because you would send me some fucked up shit and I don't need that in my life. I don't. When my friends send me shit that's funny and great and cute and whatever, even if it's dark, it's fine. But when you send me dead dogs and people eating dogs and you know that I love dogs, that's not fine. Not to mention, Alvaro, that you said some pretty horrible things about me at Shannon's. Never forget. Never forget. Allergic reaction? Oh, shit. Randy, be nice. A friend of mine makes a sweet relish that is made from ghost peppers and scorpion peppers. It's really good on fried fish, but it only takes a little bit. I would never do the one chip challenge. Jim, I will probably never do it again because I have, I don't know if it's slow gut, but I'm not messing with my gut anymore. So I had officially retired from the challenges, especially the hot stuff. And someone sent me a gummy bear, like a $20 one. It was one gummy bear. They paid like 20 bucks because that's what my channel used to be. People would send shit to my P.O. box and I would eat it. It had to be food, but I would eat it. But then the last person to send me something, they sent me a gummy bear and I asked them if they wanted me to, if I could return it because I said, I'm not doing this anymore for health reasons. And they said, it's okay, you know. But I don't do that anymore. But it was fun while it lasted. It can cause you to have a heart attack. Holy shit. Well, I'm glad it didn't have a heart attack. I don't like a lot of spicy. I can handle it. Get the ghost pepper chicken sandwich. Where's that at, Angie? Oh, mango worms. I hate seeing like bot flies and shit. Like, oh my god. That's awful. Have you guys ever seen what a bot fly does? It injects its larva into the skin of an animal. And then that larva eats its way out. And it lives in the skin for a while. And it's so nasty. Ugh. We have a new hot chicken place where I live, and if you get the two hottest, you have to sign a medical waiver so they are not responsible if you die. Wow. So I'm assuming that they use probably the hottest. I wonder if they use Carolina Reapers. You might not forget I said horrible things about you on Shannon's, but I sure did forget. Well, I don't care. See, I see a theme of people that I'm cutting out of my life and they all seem to be like drunks. And so to use that as an excuse does not work for me. So you are responsible for yourself whether you are drunk or not. Whenever you start drinking, you are saying that you will be responsible for yourself. And if you can't have self-accountability, then that's a you problem, but it's not a me problem. I like that you guys bonded over a worm video. My mobile Chrome YouTube bugged can't select emojis. I'm sorry, will you be able to live? I have a bum. I gave a bum a ghost pepper for a beer. Wait a minute. I gave a bum a ghost pepper. He gave you a beer for a ghost pepper? I don't understand what you mean. Dave's Hot Chicken. Tiffany, another month and you'll be able to plant your pot plants. Those are not pot plants, okay? I don't grow pot. Stop spreading the rumors, Deuterino. These are weeds, not weed, not weed. Weeds. Nature grew them. And I believe, no, I thought I saw a shredded dog toy. There's a lot of them out here though. The things that actually last are these balls. Shadow's favorite toys are these Chuck It balls. Her favorite are the glow in the dark ones. Her second favorite are these blue ones. They have to have a hole in it. That's her favorite. I don't know why I told you guys all that. Nobody cares, but I'm just saying those last. Although she does lose them. But what's funny about Shadow is whenever we take her places, I don't know how she does it, and you can ask Gary. She finds balls. We took her to a park. It wasn't even a park for dogs. It wasn't even much of a park. It was a place for people to go to have parties, you know, like a wedding reception or this or that. She found 2 balls there. Like, how? Like, she just has a nose for it. You have a bad memory? I have a bad memory. It's not due to age, though. I've been in situations where I didn't remember something, and then they would call me a liar, and I'm like, well, I honestly just don't remember, but I own it, though. You know, I take responsibility for it. So if people are mad at me because I said or did something and I don't remember, and they block me, I, for one, am not going to beg them to unblock me. I heard they called Tiffany the pot plant princess. Dude, I have a brown thumb. It's a weed for sure, but if I tried to grow it, it would probably die. You're supposed to put treats in the hole. Well, that ball, actually, the reason the hole is in there is so it whistles. It's called like a whistle ball. When you throw it, it makes a whistle. But I also like it because let's say she swallowed it and it got stuck in her throat. There's a hole there, so she could probably, hopefully, still breathe long enough for me to get it out of her throat. Hopefully, that never happens. The hotter, the better, I say. Fuck that noise, bud. I am okay with bland. Yes, bud. So in my my one chip challenge, I was wearing gloves because I knew I would forget that I touched it and I would rub my eyes or something. So I wore gloves. I was prepared. You have a mental illness? Sure you do. Sure you do. I agree with you. Holy treats, whole treats. But you also can't go and take a pee after, oh yeah, don't touch your privates. Don't touch any mucous membranes on your body whatsoever after handling peppers like that. Can I tell you guys a TMI story that I've told before, but maybe you guys haven't heard it? This is TMI. This is not for children. This channel has never been for children. A long time ago, and Gary can vouch, he's just not here, or he'd probably tell the story himself. One time we went away together on a trip, and we brought this warming sensation lube, and we thought, oh, that'll be fun. And so we tried it, and it started burning the shit out of both of us. It was like, at first I thought it was me, and then he said something, and then it just started to get worse and worse. And this was I don't know if it was KY. It was a good brand. It wasn't like some generic shit. And yeah, so we both jumped in the shower together. It was terrible. It was so bad. So we've never done that since. And maybe they've made it, that was a long time ago. That was like 20 years ago. Maybe they've changed the formula, but I will never forget that. It's one of those things that, even though my memory sucks, it was tied to some sort of feeling. That's why they, like your brain, it's interesting because your memory is tied to things like taste, emotion. They say that, like, let's say you're studying for a test or something of that nature. If you chew, pick whatever flavor, let's just say spearmint, okay? If you're studying and you chew spearmint gum, while you're studying and learning that thing. If you chew the same flavor gum while you're taking the test, it boosts your memory's capabilities. Isn't that interesting? You can Google that shit. You got a battery to install? I once scratched my nuts after dissecting a what? I don't know what that is. Banana pepper. I don't like banana peppers, but they're not that spicy, right? I don't believe they are. I don't go for spicy at all. I'm trying to think what the spiciest thing I would even go for would be, and I can't think of any. More sweet than spicy. It's the scientific term for ghost pepper. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't know the scientific names for things. So you scratched your nuts after a ghost pepper and it burned. Hey, Tanja. I know it's Tanya, by the way. I like to call you Tanja. I hope that's okay, because I know that Gotti called you that and you didn't like it. So I hope it's okay if I call you that, because I only call her that because when I first saw her name, that's how I pronounced it. And then she's like, no, it's like Tanya. And I'm like, wow, I'm dumb. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to keep calling you that to remind everyone that I'm dumb. Hot wings. See, when I get chicken wings, I don't get the hot ones. I get like the seasoned salt. I like the big ass whole chicken wings from like your favorite Greasy Spoon. We have a place here called the Lindora Hotel, and they have really good chicken wings, and I just get seasoned salt. I like my salt for sure. You have a constant need to never say no one's names right. That's a double negative. Never say no. And consistently clown on their names. I'm not clowning on Tanja. I like Tanja. Me and Tanja, I would go so far as to say that we're chat friends. We've never had any beef, and she's a straight shooter, which I really appreciate. And I know what I'm getting with her. With you, Alvaro, I cannot say your name. I cannot roll my R's. Sometimes I'll roll an R by accident, but I can't do it. And see, Tanja appreciates my kindness. Thank you. And it's not a need. Well, maybe for you, Alvaro, because we're not friends. You're good at it, bud? Okay, next time you go live and I'm there, do it. I want to hear you roll your R's. There is a certain chatter in here. If you say her name wrong, she'll crucify you. Who is it? I'm trying to think. Do I know? Wait, before you tell me, do I know them? Whose name? I don't know. Mary's good at rolling out of bed. Yes, you know them. Whose name? Is it Lisa? Oh, Lisa doesn't like me. That's the only one whose name is kind of like, could be said wrong because it looks like Liza. No, she was just in here now. Oh, who? Let me scroll back a little. Is it Tanja? Because she doesn't mind. And Tanjuska, who is our friend from over the water, but she moved here. Her name's Tanya too, and people call her T or Mrs. T or Tanya, but I just call her Tanjuska because that's how I met her. Shit. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna... Can you remove that, Ty? I'm afraid if I remove it, it will just automatically ban you. And I don't want to ban you, but I also don't want you to say that. Why would... Ty, thank you. If someone knew your real name and you asked them, can you please not say that? Wouldn't you like it if people respected that? Now, Fox isn't her last name, but she doesn't want you to say her name that way. And it's just kind of like a respect thing. You gotta do your taxes. Maybe she shouldn't have chose Angie as why not? That's her nickname. Why do you guys always have to be so belligerent? They see, like, I could, in theory, do a whole stream without drama. I could. I try. But you guys bring it here. And then you blame me for it. Like, it's like I'm doing something wrong. Oh, well, you could just ignore it. Well, yeah, but my whole thing is I like to interact with my chat. Not every streamer does that. And I like to interact with you guys. But I shouldn't have to ignore you because you're being a dick. Like, you are the drama. Although I will say, Ty did teach me something. I didn't know the Eastern Standard Time turned into Eastern, was it daylight time as opposed to standard? I didn't know that. And I always like it when people teach me things. I like Angie's name. It's a beautiful name. I think so. Anyway, maybe that's just me. I do too. But I try, when I consider you a friend, I try to respect you, you know? As I would want to be treated, I treat them the same. Shadow. Can I have your ball? The only way to play with her is if you have 2 balls, because she will not give you her ball. But if you have 2, she will drop 1 to go chase the other one. And yes, I have taught her how to leave it. I teach all my dogs that. But when it comes to the ball, she won't. And that has a little something to do with her breed too. Certain breeds were bred to be independent thinkers and not rely on their owner for direction. So if you were to take like a border collie, for example, they are bred to listen to their handler and guide the sheep, right? They're not going to do it themselves. They don't know where their sheep are supposed to go, but they rely on their owner or whatever to tell them. Whereas a Great Pyrenees, which is that big white fluffy dog, they're independent thinkers, so they have to take care of the flock of sheep by themselves when there's no one there to guard the sheep. So they make their own decisions. So when you choose a breed of dog, you need to take that into consideration. It doesn't mean the dog is stupid. It means that certain dogs will decide whether they want to do it or not. So independent breeds are just as intelligent. They're just maybe not as obedient, if that makes any sense. Not to say they're not trainable. It just might be a little bit more of a task to train them for certain things. And I am not a dog trainer by any means. I'm not going to unblock you. Actually, I blocked LD. I blocked Justine. I blocked Alvaro. I think that's it. Also, praying when you're an atheist is kind of meaningless, right? Your brother raised a Great Dane. That dog was huge. Yes, they are big dogs. Taller than Shadow. Shadow is tall, but she's not as tall as a Great Dane. Oh, she's got... but she's a little bit heavier, I would say, like mass. Maybe not her, she's not at her ideal weight, but even if she was, Danes tend to be a little bit, not as thick. Hey, Marilyn. Border Collie is the smartest bred. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, is that really you? The smartest bred. Thank you, Marilyn. She is a good dog. She loves me. She loves Gary, but if she had to pick, I think she would choose me. I'm a dog person, and I think dogs know that. I think when you're a real dog person, like a real dog person, dogs can sense that shit. Plus, I raised her as a puppy. And while she was supposed to be Gary's dog, technically, I mean, they're both our dogs. But I did all the fucking work. So he's like, oh, I'll take her out to pee. I'll do that. That lasted like 2 days, maybe 3. And then guess who did everything? This guy. My new neighbor has a huge Cane Corso dog that is very aggressive. They let it sit outside on their deck, which has a small gate, and that dog could probably step over. Does it though, or does it listen? Cane Corsos are like Italian, and I actually have a friend who used to have 2, and we kind of bonded over that. Her dogs have since passed away, and she kind of went a different direction as far as pets goes, but she got them tattooed on herself, and I think they're beautiful dogs. I think they're not for everyone. Gary likes them. I probably will never have a Cane Corso or a Cane Corso, however you want to say it, but they are beautiful, and they are definitely a guardian type of dog. So I always tell people, don't just get a dog based on what they look like. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. We definitely became Mastiff lovers. Whenever I was looking for a big dog, this was years ago, because I had a Mastiff before her, Dozer. But whenever I was looking for a big dog, it was either going to be a Rottweiler or a Mastiff. And at the time, I just happened to find a Mastiff first, the product of a divorce. He was young. He was badly bred. His hips were higher than his shoulders, but he was a great dog. He lived to be almost 11, and we fell in love with the breed. People tend to fall in love with a breed and stick with it, usually. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. I love that movie. I love that song. It's sung by Matt Damon. It's from the movie Euro Trip. And every time I see Scotty or someone named Scott, I think of that song. Look at this little shit. He's just sunbathing all by himself. Titus, what are you doing, silly boy? I love you. You know, you could stay there. I wasn't calling you. Oh, okay, whatever. I'm just telling him I love him. Look at the love between you and your dogs. Oh, yeah. So, Marilyn, me and my husband didn't have children. It just was never the right time, I guess. I don't know. People will debate me on this, but there was a point where I wanted kids briefly in my mid-20s, and Gary didn't want kids. And then I come to find out there was a point in time where Gary kind of wanted to have kids, but he didn't really tell me. So anyways, it just turned out that we didn't have kids, okay? So now we're old, and he got a vasectomy. And we decided, okay, no kids. So when he got the vasectomy, we decided we're not going to have kids. But I'm still a woman, okay? And I still have a maternal side. So even though I have cats and a parrot, for whatever reason, my heart is with dogs. So the dogs are my kids. The dogs are Gary's kids. And the cats and the bird are like our pets. There is a distinction. If the place was on fire and we could only save a couple, I'm going to go for the dogs first and then the bird, because the bird can live a really long time. But if I could only choose, I hate to say it, but it would be the dogs. You stress the wrong syllable. Am I putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable? When you say Alvaro, it's Alvaro, not Alvaro. What if I just call him Alvaro? I know he loves that. He tried to tell me how to do it, but he was like Alvaro, and I can't roll the R. So the emphasis is on the first 2 syllables. So Alvaro, is that what you're saying? Nothing wrong with that, Tiffany. You and Gary chose not to have children. Yeah, at the end of the day, however you want to boil it down to, we didn't want kids. So we had our reasons, and I've been told a lot that I had an abortion. That's not true. I've been told that I'm barren. I don't actually know if that's true because I've never tested to see if I was, but who cares? It doesn't matter. You know, when you see people and you're like, boy, those people shouldn't have had kids, you know? So when people like that don't have kids, you really shouldn't crucify them for not having kids. Because then if we had kids and we turned out to be bad parents, then people will be like, oh, you should never had kids. And then if you don't have kids, why didn't you have kids? It's like, you can't win. I let the bird fly. Phoenix just gave you a side eye for that comment. Don't tell him I said that, Vcash. I love Phoenix, do not get me wrong, but the dogs are my heart. I didn't cover my body with vultures or crows, even though I love crows and I love birds. I covered my body with canines for a reason, because I love them. Hello, Mad X Jim. Isn't the chatter Uncle Alvaro? I cannot say his name. The mailman's here. You gonna watch the mailman? See if you got any mail, Shadow. Who's that? Is that the mailman? I bought the mailman a Halloween card. I don't really do Christmas cards too much, but I did get her a Halloween card, and I completely forgot to give it to her because I was gonna give her a tip. Oops. Next Halloween. You two do you, end of discussion. Right, Marilyn? I have an issue of like over explaining myself or having the need to defend my actions. It's a character flaw. What can I say? Hello, Richard the Music Maniac. How are you? There are no winners in chat. I didn't think there would be. What are we winning? I'm good, Richard. How are you? There's nothing wrong with having kids or not having kids. The same with being married or just living together. It's your decision to have or have not. And there's nothing wrong with either. I agree. I've always felt that way myself. But you would be surprised how much I get villainized. Oh, wow. I should write a rap. I do though. I get villainized for choosing not to have children. It's weird. I didn't think people would give a shit. Like, why would anyone care what I do, you know? I don't care about if you... I don't have an issue with paragraphs. If you're trying to make a point, sometimes it's hard to with, like, choppy, short sentences. No worries there, Jim. I can read, and I don't get mad about it. I've been kind of depressed. I'm sorry to hear that. So I was just talking to my mom today, and she was asking me about some things that were happening in the world. And I told her, you know, honestly, Mom, like, I'm a little ignorant to some things because I've chosen to be ignorant on a certain level when it comes to news that is something that there's nothing I can do about. And it doesn't really affect me. And I know that's kind of selfish, but as someone that suffers from anxiety and depression, it is kind of the way I've decided to do things to protect myself. So I'm a little, instead of watching the news, I end up hearing about major events anyways, no matter what I do. So I know about the plane crashes because that's what we were talking about, the recent plane crashes and traveling and stuff. But I don't know all the details because I don't watch, I don't listen. People will tell me if it's important. I'm just so sick of hearing all this negative shit. And it's called the news. They're supposed to keep us up to date with what's new, right? But most of it's bad and negative and toxic, and people are getting killed, and it's never good news. It always seems to be bad news. So I just kind of don't pay attention to the things that bring me down when there are things that I can't do anything about. So I try to focus on more positive things. And Richard, my suggestion to you would be something similar. And also get outside, get out in the fresh air, get out in the sunshine. Do things that remind you of why life is so good. Because as someone that suffers from depression myself, I get that way at times too. And I have to remind myself the things that make life worth living. And there's so many good things in the world, Richard. There really are. So don't forget that, because sometimes the bad shit can bring you down and you get into this funk and it's hard to crawl out of sometimes, and I get it. But there is always good to combat the bad. Anyways, I'm going to get off my tangent, and I'm going to get off of here because, oh, first of all, now I'm covered in fur, so that's awesome. But also, I got to get some shit done. So I got to go to the gym and I got to go do things. Hey, Vader. So I'm going to go. But thanks for hanging out with me and keeping me company on this gorgeous day with my dogs. I tried to keep the drama to a minimum. I'm working on it, you know. Always try to work and do better and try to, I don't know, not feed into shit. I know I'm pretty known for it, but I'm going to get there. I'm working on myself. So anyways, be well. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will catch you guys later. I'll probably be in Vegas at the gym, so maybe I'll catch some of you there. I don't know. All right. Have a good day. Adios.